Kool TV proudly presents Kentucky Christian University basketball as the Kool Hit Sports Network brings you coverage of the KCU Knights live from Grayson, Kentucky. Now let's head to Ron Arnett Court for Countdown to Tip-Off and KCU basketball live on Kool TV.
Back here in Grayson as we get you set for tip-off between UPIKE and KCU. Here at Ron Arnett Court, James Carr, happy to have you along with us here. The women's matchup goes to the visiting Bears, 94-66. This one is a matchup of a game that happened back on November 14th, 91-50. Winners were the Bears down in Pikeville. Bears come in with a record of 15-5, 13-3 in conference play. They lost last time out 74-70 to Johnson. KCU in the midst of a 4-game losing streak. They lost by 2, 68-66 to Montreat. They come out with a record of 5-13, 3-11 in AAC play. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll set the scene for you. Meet our starting lineup to get you ready for tip-off. About 8 minutes to go here in pregame coverage, and our coverage continues after this on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back here in Grayson, before we get started, a big hello to our good follower and friend Don Stockstill, always tuned in up in Inkster, Michigan. We got some snow, Mr. Stockstill. It's gone. We get it about 3 days here and it's gone. It's just nothing but a leftover remnant. But we did finally get us some snow here, about 5 inches last week. But I hope you're doing well up north, and certainly always appreciative of you tuning in here on the broadcast. Let's take a look at our matchups tonight. UPIKE comes in with a record of 15-5. They're 13-3 in conference play, averaging 84 a game, only giving up 75. They get it after and on the glass as well, 34 rebounds, assisted at about 14 a game, only turn it over 12. They take care of the basketball, and they score it all over the place. Bradley Bunch, 6'6", sophomore forward. He's averaging nearly 14 and 7 a game. On down the way, Keontae Thomas, 15-8 a game. He's a 6-foot guard. And then Isaac Standback, he's the big man from Chicago. 6'5 forward, 17 points, 9 rebounds. Had a double-double last time out in the loss to Johnson. Had a double-double when these two teams hooked up down in Pikeville. That game, the Bears shot 61.7% from the field. They were 45% from downtown, 10 of 22. They out-rebounded KCU 46-26. 7 offensive rebounds. They scored 50 of their 91 in the paint. And that explains the reason of why you shoot nearly 62% from the field. That evening for the Knights, 32% from the field, nearly 33. They struggle from downtown, 19% on 4 of 21. Only got to the free throw line 5 times that night. They converted 4 of those. And Grace DeBoard led the way that evening with 13 points. He was the only player in double figures. DeBoard, 10 points, 3 rebounds. D'Angelo Stockstill, 11.6 and nearly 7 rebounds a game. He leads the way. And, KCU, one of the things that you will see with their team is they don't do anything flashy with usually just one guy. They spread it around quite often, try to get it to the hot hand. There's some guys that can go off in any given moment. But for the most part, they scatter it around and try to stuff it up as much as they possibly can throughout the ball game. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for tip-off. UPIKE and KCU in the men's game of the second game of the doubleheader here at Ron Arnett Court. And our coverage continues after this on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Núñez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Núñez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Becker and Grayson as we get you ready for UPIKE and KCU in the second of the men and women's doubleheader. Great crowd was on hand for the women's game. Again, so many youthful players that was, or I should say local players that were on both teams that brought out a lot of crowd. Had one player I was so looking forward to getting to see to play tonight, Corbin Spencer. Tore his ACL back around Thanksgiving. I got a chance to meet with him just a little bit before the game, but covered him when he played his basketball at Elliott County. Phenomenal young man, has turned into what was a great player for KCU, or with UPIKE, 13 points, nearly 4 rebounds. Heck of an athlete, just a great kid, but he'd had that ACL injury that sidelined him for the rest of the year. So getting ready to meet our starting lineups, and we'll get you ready for tip-off. Let's start first with UPIKE, and Ty Compton, 4th year as a head coach. Had a 20-win season last year, made it to the NAIA tournament. In that 20-win season, it'll look like this. So 3 guards, 2 forwards in the backcourt. A 6-foot junior out of Bolingbrook, Illinois, number 4, Keontae Thomas. He's joined by the 6'5 senior from Mingo, West Virginia, the pride of Mingo Central, number 5, Jeremy Dillon. Rounding things out, 6'3 sophomore from Johnson City, Tennessee, is Keenan Cutlip. In the front court, 6'6 sophomore from Big Stone Gap, Virginia, number 1, Bradley Bunch. And rounding things out, 6'5 senior out of Chicago, number 99, Isaac Standback. Again, Bunch, Thomas, Dillon, Cutlip, and Standback, the 5 on the floor for Coach Ty Compton's UPIKE Bears. They'll be decked out in the black jerseys tonight with the orange trim on the sides. UPIKE in white across the front, the white numerals on the front and the back. Now let's meet the starting lineup for Coach Charlie Pack's KCU Knights. It'll look like this: 4 guards and a forward. Starting things off out of Lake Wells, Florida, a 5'8 freshman, number 0, Jaden Lloyd. He's joined by the 6'3 redshirt junior out of Detroit, Michigan, number 3, Eric Sanders. 6'2 Frosh out of Hoptown, Kentucky, out of University Heights, number 11, Lamar Northington. And the 6'1 Frosh from Ashland and Paul Blazer High School, number 21, Race DeBoard. Rounding things out in the front court, 6'8 redshirt sophomore out of Inkster, Michigan, number 10, D'Angelo Stockstill. Lloyd Sanders, Northington, DeBoard, Stockstill, your 5 for Coach Charlie Pack's KCU Knights. They'll be in the grays tonight. Kentucky Christian in red across the chest and the red numerals on the front and the back. Our crew tonight, executive producers Felicia Collier. Our camera operator is Cam Bryan. Our officiating crew tonight, Matthew Stewart, Robert Gant, and David Hammond. First time with us here on Kool TV. Hit that subscribe button. If you see something you like, give us a thumbs up. Hit the bell. We'll alert you each time on your mobile device that we put out new material. Greatly appreciate all of our great followers and the opportunity here to bring you live coverage of Knights athletics. Baseball and softball season not too far away, and we'll have several of those games here in Grayson. Getting things ready to roll. Stand back and Stockstill, center court. They'll jump it up for their respective teams. KCU working from right to left as you view it on your screen. Ball goes into the air. UPIKE tips it into the backcourt. Off we go. Keontae Thomas brings it into the front court. Knights in a man-to-man. Here's Thomas. Looks off right side, Dillon now. Or excuse me, left side, Dillon. Stand back, working on Stockstill, spins, turns around. Shot up, air ball. Comes off to Sanders. Sanders slams on the break, brings it off to Lloyd. Lloyd knifing his way to the rack, kicks it off to DeBoard. 30 seconds gone here in the opening period. Stockstill, high post left elbow. Sanders. Tried to go inside of Stockstill, lost the handle on the pill. Stand back there with a pick. Keontae Thomas, slows things down. Dillon gives it right back to him. Baseline jumper and a foul. Very late whistle. That's on Northington. His first, team's first. Student section in full effect in this one. The Bluebirds raining down here in Grayson. And Keontae Thomas, the junior out of Bolingbrook, Illinois, 70% free throw shooter, steps to the line for 2. First one is up, and our first points of the basketball game. 1-0 UPIKE. Second one on the way, rattles in and out, and then falls through the cylinder. 2-0 Bears on the 2 freebies from Thomas, averaging 15-8 a game. There's Northington. Nearly falls down, out to DeBoard. Stops, pops, 3's on the way, money. Race DeBoard from downtown Tripletown. 3-2 Knights in front by 1. Thomas on the handoff. Feeds it back out near side, Bunch. Bunch attacks, off the glass is good. 4-3, Bears back in front. Lloyd, hair on fire, gives it to Sanders. Sanders streaks to the rack, draws the double team, splits the difference, and finishes off the window. Eric Sanders puts the Knights back up 1, 5-4. What a take there by Sanders through the double team. Here's Standback. Spin, teardrop up, no. Stockstill with a rebound off the bump from Standback. Knights up 1 with the basketball. Northington front court. Lobs it down low to Stockstill. Stockstill backs in on Standback. He'll kick it off now to the board. Slip off to Sanders. Sanders off the window. Good. Nice dime there by Race to find Sanders on the baseline. Here's a look at it on your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Little slip screen there and a nice finish. 7-4. Back to live action there. All instant replays brought to you apart by the great folks at Grayson Sporting Goods. Cutlip glides to the basket and he's fouled on the way up. Lloyd got him his first team second. And Keenan Cutlip will go to the line and shoot two. 17:31 to play in the first half. Knights lead it by 3. Cutlip, 6.4 points, 1.7 rebounds a game, 67% free throw shooter. First one is up for the sophomore out of Johnson City, Tennessee, Science Hill High School. 5 points and 2 rebounds in the loss to Johnson last time out. He had 8 points and 2 rebounds in the win over KCU back in November. He gets both of them. And 4 of their 6 points have come for the charity stripe. 7-6 are scored. The board. Now to Sanders out of the corner. Now Stockstill, high post right side. 15 on the shot clock. DeBoard into the keyhole, backs it back out, resets. 10 on the shot clock as he starts right side. Glides to the basket. Shot up off the side of the backboard. May have gotten hammered on the way up by Cutlip. Thomas in front court. Bunch from the corner. 3 for the lead. Short. Lamar Northington skies for the rebound. The freshman out of University Heights. Slips it inside to Stockstill. Ball loose on the floor. Lloyd with the interception. Baseline jumper, no. Standback with a rebound. Helter-skelter basketball so far, and then Dillon just tosses it out of bounds, trying to hit Cutlip on the baseline. Jaden Lloyd, the freshman from Lake Wells, Florida, out of Largo High School. Stockstill, handoff Northington. Here's the board. Nearly took the guy to his sneakers. Sanders, 8 on the shot clock. Step back 3, left wing on the way. Yes! 10-6. Knights on a roll here early. Sanders with a cool 7. Bunch attacks the rim and finishes. Strong take there by Bradley Bunch. He's got 4 of the 8. The only 2 made free throws. Stockstill had it raked away. Nice save on the baseline by Cutlip. Thomas spins in the lane, goes from the left to the right, left it short, but Bunch right back there with a stick back, and we're even at 10. Northington, left wing. Wants the 3 ball, no. Here come the Bears. Standback, lost it. Ball loose on the deck. Still fighting for it. Tries to get it away, and now the Knights have a 3-on-1. Here's DeBoard. Glides to the rim, off the window, count it! Race DeBoard with 5. Take a look at this one. Nice dime there as Northington led him perfectly, and he finishes high off the window. 12-10, Knights back in front by a deuce. 3 subs coming in for KCU on the next dead ball. Down in the corner, 3 ball for the Bears, no. Tipped out of bounds, it'll stay with UPIKE. Here comes Wade Pelfrey on for the Bears. Jalen King Joyner checking in. Colby Gray into the basketball game, as is Caleb Raymer. Off goes Jeremy Dillon. Lloyd steps off. Northington and Sanders. Here's Bunch. Thomas on the baseline, cut off by Raymer. Out of the corner, 3 balls on the way, no. DeBoard with a rebound, racing it ahead. He's got a 3-on-2. Splits the difference, lost the basketball on the way to the rim, and it was knocked out of his hands. It'll stay with KCU. 26 on the shot clock, 14:36 left to play in the half. Fast and furious first half of play so far. Here's DeBoard. Gray off the right wing. King Joyner in the corner next to the UPIKE bench. Raymer all alone. 3 from the corner on the way. No. Standback reaches out the arm and pulls in the rebound. Pelfrey out of hazard. Attacks on the rim, to the left side of the rim, and he's fouled on the way up. That's on Colby Gray. That's his first, team's third. And Wade Pelfrey to the line shooting 2. Sophomore out of hazard. 67% free throw shooter, averaging 2 points, nearly a rebound a game. Chance to tie it if he makes both here. First one in and out, no good. Second one rattles home. Deficit is 1. Knights with that 1-point lead and the basketballs. Colby Gray comes front court. He'll go right at Pelfrey. Draws contact and a foul, and that was on Pelfrey on the bump. Wondering if they were going to get Gray on it because he kind of lowered that shoulder. So the first team foul against the Bears. It'll be KCU basketball on the baseline. Shot clock resets to 20. 2 seconds inside of 14. DeBoer takes the lob, left side. Right in front of Bunch. Step back 3, that's partially blocked. Pelfrey races it ahead. Standback on the baseline. Looks at a double team between Stockstill and Raymer, and he walked. 4th turnover of the basketball game. Northington to check in on the next dead ball for the Knights. Here's King Joyner. Back to Gray. Gray stops in the lane. Turnaround, fade away, up, yes. Silky smooth there for Colby Gray. Leads back to 3. Thomas, near side, Pelfrey. Come back to Pelfrey on the near side. Tries to slip it underneath the standback and throws it out of bounds. Turnover number 5 for the Bears. Here comes Connor Lane, 6'3" freshman from Gate City, Virginia. DeBoer steps off, Northington back in. Back in is Jeremy Dillon as well, as Standback will take a seat. 14-11, 13 to play in the half. Knights in front by 3. Here's Northington. Raymer out of the corner. Now out to Gray. Seven on the shot clock. Stock still tied up. Feeds it off to Northington. Glides to the rim and finishes. Northington's first points of the night. 5-point lead, the largest of the ball game. Check this dime out by D'Angelo to Northington. Back to live action here. There's Dillon. Straight away, Pelfrey gives it inside Bunch on Stockstill. Goes to the rack. That's partially blocked on the way up. They're going to say that Raymer got him on the body. His first, team's 4th. Charlie Pack not happy with that one. That sends Bradley Bunch to the free throw line for 2. 66% free throw shooter. 14.7 rebounds a game. He's got 7 here in the contest. 16-12. Stockstill will step off. Sanders back in. Both of them go home. Three-point lead. Raymer attacks on the baseline, cut off on the right side. Sanders slips to the rack. Colby Gray, spot up 3 from the corner, no. Ball raked around, Pelfrey comes out of there with it. He'll settle things down, bring it front court. Inside of 12 to go in the half. 3-point lead for the Knights. Bears with a basketball. Thomas down in the corner. 3 ball out of the corner short. Colby Gray with a rebound. Kicks it out to Northington. Northington goes up with a finger roll. 5-point lead in the basketball game. Northington got away with a walk. Ty Compton has all kinds of complaints on the far sideline. He's got a rifle, so. Here's a feed inside the bunch. That one's knocked away. Loose ball in front of the Knights bench. They go back door to Thomas. He's cut off by Rammer. Turnaround jumper up by Dylan No. Bunch with the offensive rebound. Straightaway threes on the way by Lane, goes home. Cuts the lead to 2, 18-16. Stand back at the scores table to check in. Sanders left side. Now Northington. Northington spins in the lane, hammered and knocked it away. Bunch gets tied up. Here's Thomas. Off the lane, Lane to the rack. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Thomas draws the contact. Won't go home, but Sanders got him on the body. That's his first, team's 5th. And he'll put Keontae Thomas back to the line shooting 2. Thomas 2 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. First one is up, is good. 3 points for him. Stand back in. Lloyd, DeBoard, and Stockstill return. Raymer, Gray, and King Joyner take a seat. Bradley Bunch takes a seat for UPIKE. Lead was out to 5. This to tie the game at 18, and he does so. And he'll take a seat as Cutlip returns. 5-0 run for the Bears to even the game at 18. Lloyd, Northington, Sanders, Stockstill, and DeBoard. 5 on the floor for the Knights. Here's Stockstill. Hand off Lloyd, top of the key. Left elbow, 17-footer, won't go home. Strong rebound by Jeremy Dillon underneath. Chance for the Bears to regain the lead on this trip. Last time they led it was 4-3. Prelfer gets a screen at front, stand back. Cut off there by Stockstill. 13 on the shot clock as he gives it up to Dillon, left side. Now Cutlip working on Northington, stops, fadeaway jumper in front of Stockstill, goes home. And a 30-second timeout requested by UPIKE with 9:47 to go in the opening half as Cutlip puts the Bears back in front. They're on a 7-0 run. Back and forth we've gone in this when KCU had opportunities to really open up a sizable lead. And all of a sudden the Bears find a little momentum and a 7-0 spurt. They put it on. And they've got a 20-18 edge here inside the halfway point of the first half. Stay tuned with us at the half. We'll check scoring and stats of this one. Next game for the Knights, they're at CIU this weekend, then Tennessee Wesleyan next Wednesday. Then they return home for a pair of home games with Milligan and Union on February 3rd and 6th. Here's DeBoard, high up off the window. Give him 7. We're even at 20. Nice dime there by Jaden Lloyd. KCU a 6 assists on 9 made baskets in this basketball game. Lane for a 3 from the corner, no. Northington gathers it on the baseline, racing it ahead as we'll go across the 9-minute mark on this trip. Chance for the Knights to regain the lead. Here's Northington. Cut off on the baseline, Sanders. DeBoard out of the left corner, 15 on the shot clock. DeBoard stops in the lane, goes back to Northington right side. Sanders out of the corner, hemmed up there by Standback, and a foul. That's his first, team second. Bunch and Thomas back in. Lane and Pelfrey will take a seat. And more importantly, that foul gives KCU a fresh 20 on the shot clock. So Eric Sanders, the trigger in, right next to Coach Evan Faulkner, one of the assistant coaches, and we're going the other way as D'Angelo Stockstill gets called for that one. An illegal screen. His first, team's sixth. So the next foul on KCU will have the Bears shooting bonus. Top of the key, Bunch right side now, Standback. Lloyd knocks it out of the hands of Cutlip right in front of the student section. 15 on the shot clock. It'll stay with the Bears. Lloyd laughing it up as Cutlip trying to say that he got him on the hands, or on the face. Thomas will set the offense up, works left side. Goes into double team, loses the basketball. Northington out in transition, goes to the rack, up off the left side. Stockstill with a finish and a stick back. His first points of the night. And the Knights back in front by 2. Check out this follow here by D'Angelo. 3 ball out of the corner, no. Northington skies for the rebound. 8 minutes to play in the half. DeBoard slams on the brakes. Lloyd gets to the lane, slams on the brakes. He's tied up, gets it to DeBoard. DeBoard fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. That was on Dillon, his first, team's third. Race DeBoard to shoot 2 free throws. 7:42 to play in the half. DeBoard 77% free throw shooter on the season, averaging 3 points. Wrong team. My producer, sometimes she gets confused. She had 21 at least, I'll give her that. 10 points, 3 rebounds a game. 77% free throw shooter as a freshman. He hits them both. Board with a quick start. 9 points for him. 3-point lead for the Knights once again. Thomas on the left wing. Jordan Howard checking in for his first action. Here's Bunch, glides off the right side and finishes. He's got an even 10, first player in double figures for either side. Leads down to 2. DeBoard finds a lane to the basket, kicks it to the corner. 3-ball, King Joyner, in and out, no good. That ball was 3/4 of the way down, and it touched off Howard last after Lloyd raked it out of his hands, and it'll go back to KCU. Pelfrey back in, Cutlip takes a seat. So Knights basketball, 7:05 to play in the half. And to readjust the shot clock, they've taken it back to 30. Shot clock stays at 20 now. Here's the board. Catch and shoot out of the corner. 3-ball, too stiff. Howard skies for the rebound as Lloyd tried to get it from behind. Pelfrey front court left wing. Throws a dart into the corner. That's the Bunch. He's working on Stockstill. Stockstill tries to wall him up. Turnaround jumpers up strong. Bradley Bunch has 12. We're even at 24. Bunch averaging 14 a game. He's almost got that here in the first half. King Joyner, Lloyd, looks underneath. 15 on the shot clock. Sanders glides to the basket. And a little Texas two-step. His 9th point of the game. He might have got an extra step or 2 there on the. It looked like he was trying to fall down as he went to the basket. Thomas to the rack. And we're even at 26. Stockstill on the baseline. Goes right at Standback. Draws the contact. Turnaround jumper, no. Thomas spins left side. Down in the corner. Now Bunch. Attacks right at Stockstill. Shot up no good. King Joyner fights for the rebound and comes out of there with it. Ahead to Board, and he's out of bounds. Try to go cross court and couldn't keep it in. Colby Gray to return. Lloyd will take a seat. 5:40 to play in the half. It's been a good one. I'll leave it at 26. Howard, Pelfrey, Bunch, Standback, and Thomas, 5 on the floor for the Bears. Comes Raymer to check back in on the next dead ball. Thomas in the keyhole. Howard. Pull-up jumper left side, way too strong. King Joyner takes it off the window. King Joyner, nice dime there to finish for his first points and puts the Knights back in front by 2. 7th assist on the 12th made basket tonight for KCU. That's big. Stand back, throws a dart inside to Thomas, and what a finish there by him as he gets the English off the window for his 8th. All even at 28. Inside of 5 to play in the half. Sanders spins, gives it off to King Joyner. Now Gray. DeBoard will take it at 12. DeBoard finds a lane, finger roll strong, take race. He's got 11 in the basketball game. First player in double figures for KCU that puts him back in front by 2. Stand back, spins on Stockstill, and finishes on the left side with the finger roll. His first bucket of the ball game. Averaging 17 a game. He's been held to 2, 16 minutes through the contest. We're even at 30 though. DeBoard. Knights just working around the perimeter. Colby Gray out of the corner. Gives it off to Stockstill on the post. Left-handed hook shot, left it short. Tipped around, and we're going the other way. Raymer back in. Cutlip and Lane return. Howard takes a seat. Pelfrey steps off, and Sanders steps off. 3:42 to play in the half. All even at 30. Cutlip takes the pitch. Lane off a screen from Standback. A little tumble toward the rim, and nobody's there to help, and he evens it up with a finger roll off the left side of the glass. And a 2-point lead now for the Bears. DeBoard gives it off to Raymer. Raymer in traffic, too stiff. Gets the rebound, puts it back up. No, too hard. Here's Lane. Stand back, finger roll, and the 4-point lead is the largest for the Bears. 34-30. Stockstill, high post left side. Here's Gray. Attacks. Off the glass, strong. Colby Gray, the junior out of Bowling Green, got the deficit in half down to 2. Thomas right wing. We've seen man-to-man the entire way. Neither team has really pressed. Not really had a chance to. Stand back on Stockstill and finishes through the contact for his 6th. 6'5" senior out of Chicago. There's King Joyner next to the bench for the Bears. Brings it back to Gray. Now the board in the left corner. Board nearly falls down as he tries to slam on the brakes. Here's Raymer. Left it short. Quickly out in transition. Cutlip glides to the basket with a finger roll. And Charlie Pack needs a timeout. A full timeout with 1:54 to play in the half. 38-32 back after this on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop. your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
38-32, inside of 2 to go before halftime. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight on Kool TV. First time with us tonight, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. If you see something you like, hit that bell. It'll give you an alert each time we put out new material. Your exclusive home for Knights Athletics. It's Kool TV. 38-32, 6-point lead for the Bears, their largest of the contest. KCU's led it by as many as 5. Charlie Pack burns the time out there, trying to settle his troops down. Both teams have burned a timeout here in the opening half. Bradley Bunch leads the way with 12. Raced aboard with 11. The only 2 players with double figures in the contest thus far. Pikeville shooting 52% from the field, KCU 47%. Neither team has shot it well from long range. King Joyner takes the handoff from Stockstill. Pitches it out to Gray in the corner. Now Northington. Sanders, 3-ball good. That's his second triple of the basketball game. Only the third made 3. That takes him to 12. That leads the way and cuts the lead to 3. Pelfrey, light jog across the midcourt stripe. Gives it off to Connor Lane. Lane cut off by Northington. Now Bunch. Attacks on Sanders, gets the contact, shot up no good. King Joyner with a rebound, a chance to cut it to 1 or tie it on this trip for the Knights. Gray wants the tie, 3 is too stiff. Stand back with a rebound. Nearly taken away there by Gray. Pelfrey shot up no good. Lane comes in with the rebound and he's fouled underneath. That's on Northington. That's his second, team 7, so bonus the rest of the way. This will be a 2-shot foul for Connor Lane, a 44% free throw shooter, the freshman from Gate City, Virginia, out of Twin Springs High School. 5 or 6 points for him. Standback will step off. Jeremy Dillon returns. Here comes Race to Board and Lloyd back in for King Joyner and Gray. 45.5 seconds to play in the half. 4-point lead for the Bears. Second one rolls home as well. So pushes it back to 5. He'll take a seat, and Keontae Thomas comes back in. So both teams have led by 5. Stockstill gives the handoff back to Lloyd. Lloyd to the board. The board thought about the 3. Now to Sanders. Sanders attacks and is fouled on the way to the rack. As that one's on Dillon, his second, team's 4th. Connor Lane quickly jumps off the bench and will get back in for Dillon. He'll take a seat for the final 32 seconds with those 2 personal fouls. Jaden Lloyd to trigger in. Brings it to the board. Takes it back out top, 15 on the shot clock. Lloyd all alone, NBA range on the way, no. Shot clock is off, 20 seconds to go. Lane in transition and hammers it home. Here's the board. To the rack and a finish by Race to Board. Trims the lead to 6. Lane, step back, long 2 is no good. 42-37, your score at the half. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll take a look at our first half statistics. Get you ready for the second half of action. 42-37 at the half. Back after this on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
(42-37), your half score here in Grayson. UPIKE in the locker room up by 5. They led it by as many as 6. KCU had a 5-point lead and had a chance to extend it, just never could. But the Bears got some things rolling. They've got one player in double figures. Bradley Bunch leads away with 12. 2 players in double figures for KCU. Race the board with 13. Eric Sanders has 12. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at our first half numbers. Get you ready for the second half of play. Knights down 5 at the half. Our coverage continues after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Halftime here in Grayson, 42-37, UPIKE in front of KCU. Let's look at our first half numbers. UPIKE 48% from the field, 15 of 31. 1 of 9 for 11% from the three-point line, but they're solid from the charity stripe. 91.7% on 11 of 12. 19 rebounds, 7 turnovers in the opening half of play. 15 defensive, 4 offensive. KCU, 16 of 34, 47.1%. 27.3% from the arc, 3 of 11. They're 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Total 12 rebounds in the first half, 4 turnovers. They've assisted on 8 of their 16 made baskets, though. And that number kind of drifted away a little bit. It was closer to the 75% range there for most of the first half of play. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at our individual numbers, get you ready for the second half of action. Bears in the locker room up 5 on the Knights. Our coverage continues after this on the halftime show on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
.42-37 at the half. Let's take a look at our individual numbers. Bradley Bunch leads the way with 12 points for the visiting Bears. He also has a team-high 6 rebounds. That's actually a game-high rebound as well. Connor Lane with 9 off the bench. Keontae Thomas with 8. Cutlip has 6, as does Standback. Race DeBoard and Eric Sanders with double figures for the Knights. DeBoard 13 points, Sanders with 12. Sanders is perfect from the field. He's 5 for 5, including 2 of the 3 Knights three-pointers in the basketball game. They're the only players even close to double figures, as Northeastern and Gray each with 4. Big thing in the first half, though, 12 free throws attempted by UPIKE, only 2 for KCU, and that was the kind of the difference of one of the numbers that jumped off the screen. It certainly wasn't the difference, 91-50. Free throws are not going to make that much of a difference. But UPIKE that night attempted 14 free throws. KCU only attempted 5. But the Bears on that game back on the 14th, 50 of their 91 points in the paint, and they shot 62% from the field. They're shooting 48% here tonight. KCU's really shooting it well, 47%. You look at the game last time out against Montreat. I talked with Coach Charlie Pack before the game. He said, we knew the play they were going to run. It was their best play. We had it there, and just it broke down, and we bid on it, and they got beat. And he said, they felt like that they had a big opportunity there. They gave one away against Reinhardt after going up 21-7 in that one. So this team is uber close. They are so close, and it's just trying to figure out a way to get over the hump and be able to get that signature win. can they do that here tonight? Because this would be a huge win if they could knock off UPIKE, who's 15-5 on the season, 13-3 in AAC play. They've got some work to do here before we get ready to get into the second half of action, as they're down 5, 42-37. We'll take our final break. We come back. We'll play some basketball as we get you ready for the second half of action. Back from Grayson on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Getting ready for the second half of action as both teams back out on the court going through their warm-ups. Looking ahead at the night's remaining schedule, they go to CIU, that's Columbia International down in South Carolina, on Saturday. They'll play at 4 o'clock. Then next Wednesday at Tennessee Wesleyan. They return home after we roll the calendar over to February. They've got 4 home games remaining of their 7 in the month. Milligan on Saturday the 3rd, Union on Tuesday the 6th. Then they go to Truett McConnell on February the 8th. They come back to Grayson on February the 10th with a visit from Johnson at 4 p.m. They go to Bluefield on Valentine's Day, close things out at home on Saturday the 17th against Bryan, Tennessee, and then wrap up the regular season with a trip to Union on February 24th. And again, all those games here at home can be watched on our exclusive home for Knights basketball, Kool TV. Great crowd on hand most of the night tonight. Had an epic crowd for the girls' game as we had, with UPIKE coming in, there were 3 girls that were from the local area. Allie Stone from West Carter, Rachel Bush from Greenup County, and Julia Parker from Ashland. You put that into the mix with what you have from KCU, Belle Sparks from Rose Hill, Katie Atkins, who was not able to play, from Elliott County. Katie's older sister, Abby Atkins, plays for UPIKE. She's also out with a shoulder injury. Kylie Gillum from West Carter. Reagan Atkins from West Carter, who is out with an injury. And you got a lot of kids here on the floor tonight in that girls' game that there was a lot of people here that wanted to come and see them play. And it was a great thing to see the outpouring of community support for those types of players. And it was, you get some really good crowds out on hands, and that one was a really good one to be a part of. About ready to get things underway here for the second half of action. Nice with some work to do. They're down 42 to 37. They led by as many as 5. They've trailed by as many as 6. They currently trail by 5 at the break. KCU basketball to start the second half. Sanders, Lloyd, Stockstill, Northington, and DeBoard. They'll be flanked by Cutlip, Thomas, Standback, Bunch, and Dillon. So starting 5 both ways. Second half of basketball is underway, and off we go. Knights will work it from left to right as you view it on your screen, and the same as I view it here courtside at Ron Arnett Court. Lloyd starts with the basketball, gives it up to DeBoard. Now Sanders lines up for a 3. It's on the way. No, that's his first missed shot this evening. So a chance for UPIKE to take their largest lead of the basketball game on a made bucket on this trip. Thomas into the front court. Stand back all the way out on the wing. Wants to attack on Stockstill. Spins the rack on the right side. Can't get it to go home. Raked out of bounds. We'll say Stockstill knocked it out of bounds. 30 seconds gone. No points added to either side thus far. Fresh 20 on the shot clock for the visiting Bears. As Thomas surveys, looks to bring it in. Does so to Dillon. Bunch from the wing. 3's on the way, too stiff. Dillon skies for the rebound. Tries to go into the corner to Thomas, and Sanders knocks it out of bounds. Thomas out of the corner next to his bench. Here's Dillon. Bunch on the baseline, now comes in the paint. Dillon from the wing, 3's on the way, nothing but twine. Jeremy Dillon, his first points of the ball game. Only the second 3 ball of the contest, and that pushes it to an 8-point lead. That's the largest for the Bears. There's DeBoard, Lloyd. Stockstill trying to post up inside. Sanders spins into contact, goes with a left hand and gets the finish. No. Rolled all the way across the rim and comes off. Chance to push it to double digits on a made basket on this trip. Cutlip off the screen. Stops in the keyhole. Goes to Thomas. Thomas spins in the lane. Off the window. Good. And the lead is 10. His 10th point of the ball game. Second player in double figures for the visiting Bears. Northington pulls the trigger. 3 ball. Nothing but twine. 7 points for Lamar Northington. Cuts the lead to 7. Stand back out top of the key. Charlie backs all the way across the midcourt stripe. He's almost down next to you, Ty Compton. Big opportunity here for the Knights to cut off some more. Down by 7, they trail by as many as 10. Here's Sanders. Lloyd works off a screen there from Sanders, gets a double team. Sanders in the keyhole, 17-footers pure. 14 points for Eric Sanders. The redshirt junior out of Detroit, Michigan, cuts it to 5. Little 5-0 run by the Knights. They chop the 10-point deficit in half. Here's Bunch. Gets bumped on the way to the rack. No foul called. Northington stops in transition, lobs the 3 up, no. And then out in transition the other way. Cutlip has it blocked away, and a foul on Northington. I don't know about that one. That looked like a lot of basketball. Northington picks up his 3rd, team's first. And that puts Cutlip at the line shooting 2. 67% free throw shooter, 6 points in the first half. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Broadcaster jinx as he misses it off the box left. Ty Compton having a very animated discussion with the officials on the far sideline as Cutlip misses both, and there's the famous ball never lies. Echo out of the stands. And Lloyd coming up, and that's an illegal screen. That's the second one on Stockstill, his second. Team's second of the half. That also goes down as a turnover against the Knights. Only their fifth of the basketball game. Here's Thomas. Gets to the rack and finishes. Give him 12 in the basketball game. Third player in double figures for the Bears. Here's Stockstill. Hounded on the baseline, and it's knocked out of bounds by Thomas. Keep the basketball with KCU. Got some cheerleaders on hand here tonight. I heard one of them talking with Jim Archie over, said they're just kind of volunteering, just coming out to support the team. Here's the board. Tries to thread the needle into Stockstill. He'll get it back to the board. The board fires a three. Ball is good. Race with his second triple of the night. That gives him 16 in the ball game, and the lead is 4. Here's Dillon. Attacks off the left side, kicks it all the way back out top. Cutlip with a three to answer no. Stockstill with a big rebound underneath. Chance to cut it to 2 or 1 on this trip. The board slams on the brakes, fans it back out on the wing. Inside of 16 to play. Here's Lloyd. Sanders now. Had the hot touch there in the first half. Lloyd crosses over, steps through, draws contact, fall away, no, on the rim, won't go home. Thomas has that one blocked away by Race, and Race comes away with the rebound. In transition out to Sanders. Sanders up, has that one blocked. Big block there by Bradley Bunch. Cutlet stops, 14-footer in front of Stockstill, no. Lloyd curls it out and slows it down. Bounce pass out to Northington. Now Stockstill between the rings, 15 on the shot clock as Lloyd will reset. Tries to give it inside to Stockstill, and as he went for the basketball, he got pulled backward by Standback. That's his second, team's first of the half. Here comes Connor Lane back in the ball game. He'll replace Keenan Cutlip. 15:01 to go. Knights down by 4. They've trailed it by as many as 10. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Sanders from the right elbow. Fade away from the keyhole. Front iron short. Stand back. In front of Stockstill. Gets him to go up and under. And Stockstill just picked up his third. Team's third. Stand back with the and one. And a chance at a three-point play for the senior. Here comes Caleb Raymer. Colby Gray coming to the scorer's table to check in as well. Stand back, 8 points. King Joyner's going to check in as well, as Stockstill will step off, DeBoard will step off, and Lloyd will step off. Free throw is good. 9 points for Standback. (52-45). King Joyner from the wing. Three's on the way, no. Thomas clears the rebound. He wants to race it ahead. Throws a dart up the sideline to Dillon. Dillon slams on the brakes, loses the basketball. Standback corrals it back in and puts it up off the window. That quickly the lead's back to 9. He has 11. Gray out of the corner. Sanders straight away now. Here's King Joyner in traffic. Shot up no good. Sanders gets the rebound on the backside. Gives it to Northington, who's fouled from behind. That's on Lane, his first, team second. And the freshman from University Heights will step to the line for the first time tonight and shoot 2. Clock resting, 13:54 to play in the ball game. North Enid, 67% free throw shooter, pushes this one up and good. He has 8, 4 in each quarter, or four in each half, excuse me. Here comes Pelfrey back in. He'll replace Jeremy Dillon. Just over 9 points a game for the freshman out of Hoptown, Kentucky. And one of the biggest plays in a win back here earlier this year on a lob pass out of bounds that gave KCU the win at the Horn. 8-point lead for the Bears. Here's Thomas. Bunch backs it in. Hook shot up, no. Raymer brings it out on the near side. Here's Sanders. Attacks. Strong take for Eric Sanders in the finish. He has 16. Pelfrey tries to slip it out to stand back. Knights want to run. Here's Gray. Gray steps through with a Euro step. That ball had to be touched on the way up. And then it goes back to the Bears. Charlie Pack is emphatically pleading his case on the far sideline. 7 minutes gone here in the second half. Stand back on Stockstill. Stockstill out there with those 3 personal fouls. They go back to stand back, who has it raked out of his hand by Stockstill. Spins on Stockstill, and he's fouled as he spins on the backside. That's his 4th. 4 team fouls against KCU. Sanders quickly back to the scores table. Will have to check in for D'Angelo. First one is up, no good. One more free throw for the senior from Chicago. Gets that one to rattle home. 55-48, 7-point lead. Standback will take a seat. So 3 players with 12 points each for Pikeville. Sanders at the board with 16 for KCU. KCU goes into a little motion out top with a weave. Sanders. 10 on the shot clock. Gray takes it left wing. Raymer from the corner. 3's on the way, no. Great look, just rattled off. No look pass and a finger roll at the rim for Bradley Bunch. He has 14. And a timeout requested by UPIKE. And full timeout back in 60 seconds on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
57-48, the lead is 9. Timeout was requested by UPIKE. Oh, they've got 4 timeouts remaining. Let's forget it. It's 6 in the men's side of things. Stay tuned with us after the game comes to a conclusion for our post-game show. We'll break all the numbers down. We'll talk with head coach Charlie Pack. Always appreciative of Coach Pack who comes over and talks to me, win or lose. Whether it's a 2-point loss, 30-point loss, or 10-point win. He's always here. Northington, 15-footer left side, no. Thomas with a rebound. Here come the Bears. Chance to push it back to double digits. Out of the corner, Connor Lane, air ball. There's the fans. King Joyner glides to the rim, off the glass high, up off top of the window. His 4th point of the night, leads down to 7. Pelfrey, elbow jumper, no. King Joyner takes a long rebound all the way out near midcourt. Has it raked out of his hands, and then a whistle and a tie-up. And a jump ball, gives it back to UPIKE. Charlie Pack looking at him and saying, you can't drive it with 2 guys in front of you. That's, again, it's that learning phase of knowing when you got to slam the brakes on sometimes and just slow things down. There's nothing there. Curl it out, get your guys in position, and try to go back after it. Certainly a much different looking game than the 41-point loss they had down in Pikeville back in November. There's Dillon out of the corner, launches a 3 and rattles it home. He's got 6, 2 threes in the second half. He's got 2 of the 3 made threes by this Bears team. DeBoard back in. Raymer on the baseline. Now Sanders. Raymer attacks. Shot up good. Caleb Raymer's first points of the ball game. Lead is 8. Here's Dillon in traffic and fouled. I believe that'll be on Raymer. So it'll be his 2nd, and it will be. Team's 5th. And Jeremy Dillon to the line for the first time tonight. 70% free throw shooter is the senior out of Mingo Central from Mingo, West Virginia. That's the first one up is good. 7 points for him, all here in the second half. Pelfrey steps off. Back in is Cutlip. Just to push the lead back to 10. Left it short. Raymer with a rebound. Here comes Race DeBoard. King Joyner finds DeBoard. DeBoard pumps. And we got a jump ball. As both of them get tangled up, possession arrow favors KCU. Here comes Standback back in. As he'll replace Connor Lane. And Coach Charlie Pack wants a timeout with 10:14 to play in the ballgame. We're back after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Núñez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Núñez, the best around.
(61-52). UPIKE in front of KCU. Knights basketball out of the timeout. Both teams with 4 timeouts remaining. Fouls starting to creep up on KCU. They got 5. UPIKE with only 2. Sanders from the baseline, too stiff. Ball knocked around. Bradley Bunch steps back in bounds smartly, establishes both feet, and then touches the basketball. Here's Cutlip. Bunch on the baseline in front of Raymer. Skip pass to Dillon. 3 from the wings on the way, no. And Raymer said he touched it last, the official, and he was going after the basketball with Cutlip. Bunch of rebound away from a double-double. He's 14 and 9. Thomas falls down, gets rid of the basketball. 10 on the shot clock. Bunch trying to clear it out. Here's Dillon. Loses the basketball. 4 on the shot clock. Now 3, now 2. Long 3. Good if it'll go. It will not. Rebound comes out to Colby Gray. Down by 9. Approaching 9 minutes to play in the ball game. DeBoard, strong take to the rim. 18 points for Race. Standback got it loose and somehow rolled it out toward his bench, and someone was there to pick it up. 61-54 inside of 9 to play in that ball game. Here's Dillon out of the corner. Floater from 12, no. Bunch follows and puts it back in. 4 in the half, 16 in the ball game. That leads the way with his team. Here's DeBoard. Shot up, no good. Raymer with a follow. 4 points for Caleb Raymer. Action picking it up. Stand back between the rings, 12 on the shot clock. And we get a hold inside. That's on Raymer. That's his 3rd, team's 6th. So the next foul on KCU will have UPIKE shooting bonus the rest of the way. 8:14 to play in the ball game. Here comes Northington and Lloyd back in, replacing Gray and King Joyner. 63-56. Bears basketball on the baseline. Lob it inside the bunch. They go right back to Standback. Standback forcing himself back in and off the window. Isaac Standback with 14. 8 here in the second half. Sanders. Little stutter step. DeBoard on the wing. 20 on the shot clock. DeBoard spins, goes baseline. DeBoard stops. Tries to draw the contact. Throws a dart. They go back to Northington in the corner and buries the 3. His 2nd triple of the basketball game, 6th in the ball game for the Knights. That trims the lead to 6. Thomas trying to back in on the board. Standback will take it, give it right back to him. Standback pumps, starts to attack. Left it short, sticks it back up and in though. 10 in the half, 16 in the game. The board tried to go up and just smartly threw it off the leg of Thomas out of bounds. Here comes Connor Lane back in. Here comes D'Angelo Stockstill back in. Raymer and Dillon will take a seat for their respective teams. 7:04 to play in the ball game. 67-59. Bears in front of the Knights. Stockstill out there with those 4 personal fouls. He's been limited, only 2 points in this basketball game. Here's Lloyd. Goes to the racket, he's fouled. He's across the free throw line. That one's on Cutlip, his 1st, team's 3rd. Stockstill hands it off to Lloyd. Lloyd spins, gives it back out to Sanders. Sanders to the rack. In and out of the rim. Charlie Pack just put his hands to his head and just kind of like, you got to be kidding me. 6:44 to play in the ball game. 8-point lead. 3 would give them their largest lead of the ball game of 11. A 2 would tie it at 10. Bunch. Up and under. Move. No. But he's fouled. It's on Sanders, his second, team 7th. So bonus the rest of the way for the Bears with 6:31 to play. This will be a 2-shot foul for Bradley Bunch, the sophomore from Big Stone Gap, Virginia. 15 points, 15 rebounds in the loss to Johnson. Had 12 points and 5 rebounds in the win over KCU back on the 14th. And the first one's up too stiff. UPIKE shoots it at 64% as a team. They're 70% here tonight, 14 of 20. KCU has only shot 4 free throws on the evening. And he missed them both. There's the board from the keyhole. 19-footer's good. Grayson's got that look in his eye, and I've seen that look before. He has 20, and the lead is 6. And then Race with a steal. He'll take it out in transition to the rack and finish. The lead is down to 4. Race read that one perfectly and smartly just finished it off the window for the easy bucket, and all of a sudden we got ourselves a ball game. Inside of 6 to go. Lloyd hounding Thomas over near the scores table. Thomas loses the basketball, and then a late whistle there on Lloyd. That's his second, team's 8th. Excuse me, team 7th. And we're going to shoot 1 and 1. No, that is team 8th. I was right. That is the 8th. 1+ for Keontae Thomas, who puts the first one up and in. He's perfect at 5 of 5 tonight. One more. Never trust the scoreboard. Thomas gets both. 69-63, timeout UPIKE. And looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout, I believe. They're still standing. So we'll stay here. 5:40 to play in the ball game. 69-63. UPIKE with 3 timeouts remaining. KCU with 4. Women basketball earlier this evening. It was a victory for the Bears as they knocked off KCU 94-66. So Knights basketball in the timeout. Down by 6. They had it down to 4. Have trailed by as many as 10. Led by as many as 5 in the first half. Lloyd, Stockstill, Sanders, DeBoard, and Northington. They come back to DeBoard. Sanders between the rings, now left of point. Northington curls, spins, goes back to Stockstill. Sanders all alone, steps into a 3, no. Great look, couldn't get it down. Thomas with a rebound. That was a big stop right there. They may have blown the roof off his place if that one have gone down. Lane left side. Works off a screen, nothing working though. Thomas out of the corner right side. Stand back in between the rings. 6 on the shot clock. Goes at Stockstill. Fadeaway jumper from 14, yes. When you got a big man that can do that, that makes things even more difficult than trying to slow him down. His 18th of the ball game, that leads the way. He's got 12 and a half. And it's an 8-point lead. Here's Lloyd, feeds it off to Northington out of the corner. Lloyd gets the bump, pivots. Sanders in the lane. Fadeaway jumper, yes. Eric Sanders with an answer. Give him 18. And a full timeout requested by KCU. Back in 60 seconds on Kool TV.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that
71-65. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the ball game. Knights will be on the road for the next 2 games, before they return back home on February the 3rd. They got 7 games in the month of February, 4 of those here on the friendly confines of Ron Arnett Court. UPIKE is in bonus the rest of the way. Bears still have plenty of fouls to give. If we get to that situation, KCU 2 fouls from putting UPIKE in double bonus. KCU's going to pick it up in full court now. Colby Gray works on Wade Pelfrey as Pelfrey brings it across the midcourt stripe. Stand back between the rings, working on Stockstill, and we get a foul away from the basketball, and that's an offensive foul on Bradley Bunch, his first, team's 4th. So a lead is 6. Can the Knights find some more here on this trip? Colby Gray checks in out of that timeout for the Knights, replace Lloyd. Here's Northington. Gray out of the corner. Back to DeBoard. DeBoard glides to the rim. What a finish by Race. 24 points for Race. Check this one out on your Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay. Split the difference there at the free throw line and glide to the rim. Thomas tied up on the baseline as that one's on Northington. That's going to be his 4th. Team's 9th. And we'll do 1-on-1 again for Keontae Thomas, who is a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. That one's up and good. 7 of 7 is Keontae Thomas. He's got 15 points in the basketball game. One more, just to push it back to 6. Missed that one. Stockstill claims the rebound. 5-point deficit, approaching 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Here's the board. Down in the corner. The board lost it on the way to the rack. Wants the foul, none given. 6 turnover the basketball game for KCU tonight. UPIKE with 11. Stand back to the rim with the left hand. Pushes the lead back to 7. Here's Gray. Stockstill between the rings. Hands it off to the board. The board, step back. Wing 3, no. Stockstill had a beat on that one, just never got his hands up. 2:30 to play in the ball game. 7-point lead for the Bears. Knights need to stop on this trip. Here's Lane, spins in the lane, loses it. 7 on the shot clock. Bunch working on Northington, puts it up, no good. and a foul from behind. His second, team's sixth, excuse me. No, I was right, team fifth. So down 7. Lloyd will let it roll out near the midcourt stride before picking it up. 2:10 to go. Here comes the board off the screen. Northington. Lloyd, Euro step to the rack, no. Stand back with a strong rebound in the contact there under the rim. And now Pelfrey will pitch it ahead off to Thomas. He'll put it on the hip and try to milk out every second they possibly can, leading by 7. Next foul on KCU will have the Bears shooting double bonus. Here's Lane on the baseline, and he throws it to Rachel Bush in the stands. 95 seconds to go in regulation. Charlie Pack wants a 30-second timeout. So here's where we stand. KCU's next foul will have UPIKE shooting double bonus. The Bears still have 2 fouls to give before KCU shoots bonus. Possession arrow favors UPIKE in the event of a tie-up. But as it is right now, it's a 3-possession game. KCU still with 2 timeouts remaining. UPIKE has 3 timeouts remaining. And they finally got the scoreboard fixed right on the fouls. That's what I said, never trust the scoreboard. It's never right. It's never right. It was one of the first things I learned when I started doing this business from a great, wise old man that brought me along. He said, always keep your own stats, never trust the scoreboard. And I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I'm just calling it what it is. Either way, back underway we go. Here's the board. Cut off there by Pelfrey. Works on a screen from Stockstill. Comes back from the left to the right. Sanders pumps. Stops in the lane. 15 on the shot clock. Lloyd pumps. Turns. Gets to the rack. No. Can't get the rebound. Knights are going to have to foul him backcourt. And Lloyd picks up his 3rd. That's the 10th. And we'll go the other end and shoot double bonus. Wade Pelfrey has shot 2 free throws tonight. He's 1 for 2. 1:11 remains. If he makes them both, it's a full 3-possession game. Certainly not the 41-point blowout that happened down at UPIKE back in November. Pelfrey hits the first one. 67% free throw shooter. He's got 2 points tonight. Lloyd takes a seat. Gray back in. Got them both. 3 points for Pelfrey. And that makes it a 9-point lead. Here's the board. Sanders gets in the lane, goes with the left hand, and is fouled. That's on Standback. That's his 3rd, team's 6th. And Eric Sanders will go to the line and shoot 2 for the first time today. Sanders 18 points tonight. Sanders' first one is up, is good. Stockstill will step off. King Joyner's back in. Standback sits, and Jeremy Dillon returns. Lloyd is also back in for Colby Gray. One more for Sanders, 19 in the ballgame. This to make the second player in 20 points for the Knights, and he hits it. 8 points in the second half, 12 in the first. 58.3 seconds to go in the ball game. And Lane slams on the brakes as Sanders will reach out and grab his jersey. That's his third. And Connor Lane will shoot 2. And that's the guy you want at the free throw line if you're KCU. Lane, a 44% free throw shooter on the season. 2 for 2 tonight, make it 3 for 3. 51 seconds to go. 77-69. One more for Connor Lane, averaging only 3 points a game. Had 9 in the first half. Second free throw won't stay home. Deficit is 8 as Sanders comes front court. Northington pumps, step back, 3 ball on the way, boom. Lamar Northington's third 3 of the ball game. DeBoer will deliver the foul, only his first. That trims the lead to 5 with 41 seconds to go, and Sanders a little gimpy coming to the sideline. So we'll come to the other end and shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be Keontae Thomas. He's 9 of 10 from the charity stripe tonight. Ten of 11 now is Thomas. This one to make it a 3-possession game. And he does so. Timeout by UPIKE. They've got 2 remaining. And it's a full timeout. Back in 60 seconds on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
79-72, 41 seconds to play in the ball game. Both teams will be in bonus the rest of the way. UPIKE is in double bonus. The next foul against the Bears will have KCU shooting 1 in the bonus. UPIKE tonight shot 31 free throws. KCU shot 6. (31-6) free throws. 6-point deficit. Colby Gray racing ahead. Nearly throws it away. Gray gets some separation. The board wants a screen. Not using way too much time here. Stockstill lines up a 3 on the way. No. Gray saves it from the corner. 3's on the way. Up. No. Pelfrey on the baseline pulls it in, and that'll be able to just run out the rest of the clock. Look at the foul on King Joyner. 13.5 seconds to go, and that'll put Wade Pelfrey back to the line shooting 2. 2 for 4 is the sophomore from Hazard. A valiant effort tonight for the Knights. They're going to come up short as they're going to fall in this one, and the skid remains. Now it goes to 5. Pelfrey's first one is up, no good. Missed that one badly off the back of the box and then off top of the rim. Second free throw, in and out, no. The board feeds it to Stockstill. Stockstill finishes. Only his 4th point tonight. Cuts it to 5 with 7 seconds to go, 6.9 to be exact. And KCU burns the timeout. They got 1 remaining. Stay tuned with us after the game. Scoring and stats. We'll talk with Coach Pack. Looks like the Bears have come to Grayson and heading back to Pikeville with 2 wins tonight. Women won big, 94-66. Bears only led by 5 at the break. KCU had a 5-point lead in the first half. They've stayed even with them here in the second. 37 points scored both ways. UPIKE had several opportunities to push this one out of reach, and KCU's had some opportunities to get into a single possession basketball game and just never could do so. The number that jumps off the stat sheet, 33 attempted free throws tonight for UPIKE. KCU's attempted 6. 22 of 33, 5 of 6. That's tough when you're down 5 on your home floor. I mean, that's a tough pill to swallow. I don't care where you are. So Bears basketball on the timeout. Bradley Bunch will trigger in. They throw the home run ball out to Thomas. Thomas will dribble it out, race the board, try to get the whistle. No whistle was given, and that's your ball game. Coach Charlie Pack is not happy with the officials whatsoever. I got a feeling he'll have some kind words to say about this one in postgame. 79-74, your final score. UPIKE wins this one. Postgame will return after this on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care. 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back here in postgame, UPIKE survived 79-74, now joined by Coach Charles Pack. And not the 41-point loss you took down the road. Heck of an effort tonight by your guys. You kept it within 5-6 there late. Just never could seem like across the board you could get over that hump.
Yeah, we just we battled. We done some really good things. We had some good looks to cut it too. It wasn't like we just fell apart tonight. We moved the ball. We were getting what we wanted. Just some shots, layups, in and all the way out. It's just a sign of we're growing and we're working and we're super close, but at some point, you not for me, but for my guys, you want to see that win happen because it just becomes frustrating because and then it builds on you as well. Like we're so close, and then the pressure gets to you. But I couldn't be more happy for my guys. We're growing, and we said tonight would be a true test for us. We knew we went down there, and they beat us 41. We didn't think they were 41 points better than. They were a lot better than us, but we felt like we had grown and we could compete. And I told my wife before I left this morning, I said, I don't know why, I got a good feeling. We didn't come out with the win, but to be that competitive with the #1 team in the conference, it shows that we're right there.
A number that jumps off of the stat sheet, and I was talking about this at the end of the game. They shoot 33 free throws, you shoot 6. And in a tight, contested ball game like this, it's hard to swallow a pill like that, especially on your home floor.
Yeah, and I can't say any, like, I'm not saying this to be critical of the officials, but if I say something that they're threatening to tee me up and you look over and the other coach is just down their throat and letting them, and so it is frustrating. I'm not going to lie to you. And it's frustrating for my guys. I want to fight for them, but at the same time, I don't want to lose my composure. So, but, I mean, just the first call of the game, the guy standing right under the rim, and the guy on the opposite side of the floor calls it. And it's just, I don't understand it sometimes. I don't think I've done anything to buy anybody. I don't think KCU has. But you do feel like you get the wrong side of the whistle some nights. I'm just being honest.
Well, and that's why I bring it up, because I know that's the way you roll. You're an honest, straight shooter, and I'm the same way. And it's like I said, it's something that jumps out at me from here.
I'm not saying that they didn't deserve, but if you just watch two teams that close, that type of physical game, one thing that just sticks out to my mind, like consistency to me is if I set an illegal screen and you call it, then you come down here and they set an and you don't. That's not consistent to me. Well, they think just because I made a call on this end and this that doesn't make consistent. You know what I'm saying? The consistency is if that's a moving screen in my gut and you call it both times. That's consistency, and that's just what I would like to see. I know they're going to miss some stuff. I don't need that, but like you said, 30, and I think we fouled twice intentionally. So 29 to what'd you say we shot?
6.
6. I mean, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
If you just watch this ball game. So, but it is what it is. We're not going to complain. We're going to go back to work. We're never going to make excuses, but we're also going to point out the truths as well.
Two guys finishing double figures, or 20-point figures, I should say. Race leads the way tonight, 24 points. Eric with 20. And I said it late in the ball game. I've been around Race the board long enough. I know what that looks like in his face when he's got something rolling. He had the touch tonight.
Oh yeah, Race he's a phenomenal player. He lost a little confidence there in himself, and we've really been trying to build him up. And what he sometimes don't understand is the first shot is the best shot. And sometimes he'll come open, and in high school he was used to getting to that rim. Sometimes that first shot is, and he's learning that, and he's had a really good few days of practice. He's really been shooting the ball well, and I keep telling my coaches he's getting ready to have a breakout game. And so tonight I'm glad to see him have that. Maybe he'll get some confidence, and not that he's played bad. He's been huge for us all year, but we feel like he's capable of that every night.
Eric was so big for you. He shot the ball effectively in the first half. He hit his first 5 shots, including had 2 of your made 3-pointers in the first half. And he was a guy that really kind of got you guys out running and had that 5-point lead early.
Yeah, Eric comes to work every day, and he's kind of the leader of this group. We went to Reinhardt and kind of laid an egg, and we had a team meeting, and then they had a player meeting. I don't know what was said, but he kind of orchestrated that. And I think it's refocused us a little bit because, it's tough. And like I told these guys, I understand it's tough. Winning is fun, losing is hard, and it's frustrating. So I think we just had to reset that. But the one thing I wanted to point out is even though we have lost some games, we're headed in the right direction. And everybody that we play is like, you guys have come light years. So we're coming. It's a process, and it takes time. And but I couldn't be more proud of these guys. We circled up at half court, and I couldn't have been more proud of them tonight.
As you said, it's one of those you want to get over the hump. It's so just bow-breaking to get so close. Now you got to go on the road 2 games, and you got a couple good opponents coming up. How do you try to get your guys focused back out of there to not let this skid continue and before you get back home? Because you got 4 of your 7 last games here in the home confines.
thing we do is we just come to work every day. We'll prepare just like we do every day. And like I told him, we keep pounding the stone, it's eventually going to crack, you know. And when we recruited these guys, we knew we were going to be extremely young. We told them there would be some ups and downs this first year. We told them exactly what was going to happen, and it's kind of played that way. But that don't make it any easier. But at the same time, we're headed, all we wanted to do is head in the right direction. And we're there. We know what pieces we need to get moving forward. You know, we went to UNC Asheville and practiced when we were at Montreat, and I was talking to one of my good friends there. He's the associate head coach there at UNC Asheville. He said, Coach, you forget our first year here, we won 4 games. He said, next year 12, next year 17, next year we were conference champs. He's like, it just takes time. You got to get all your guys in there. You got to get your pieces all flowing at the right, you know. And for me to hear that, it was huge, because sometimes you feel like you're out there on an island all by yourself, and that's not the case. People close to you and people that you talk to have been in that same situation. So just being able to talk to him and get that reassurance that we're going to be okay and we're headed in the right direction, that meant a lot to me. So,
Coach, always a pleasure. We'll talk to you next time out.
all right, thank you, sir.
Coach Charles Pack join us here in Postgame. We'll take our final break. We'll look at our numbers when we return after this here on the Postgame Show on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
79-74 your finals. Look at our final stats here. UPIKE 27 of 57 from the field, 47.4%. 3 of 16, 18.8% from the three-point line. 22 of 33, 66.7% from the charity stripe. 39 rebounds, 12 turnovers in the winning effort. For KCU, 31 of 69, 44.9% from the field. 7 of 23, 30.4% from beyond the arc. 5 of 6, 83.3%. They hit the opportunities they had. They just didn't get a lot of them. 29 rebounds, 6 turnovers. And I think that's the remarkable side tonight of a number when you start looking at the stat sheet that you take some positives away from. They only turned it over 6 times tonight, and there was a lot of helter-skelter going on in this basketball game. But as Coach said, that's the number 1 team in the conference right there, and you stood toe-to-toe with them. After losing by 41 back in November, you come away with a 5-point loss here, and you got to feel pretty good about yourself and felt like that you were at least in the conversation to do something with this one moving forward. Leading scorer for the ball game was raced aboard 24 points. Eric Sanders kicks in 20. Lamar Northington finishes out the double figures for KCU with 14. Isaac Standback had 20. Keontae Thomas with 19. Bradley Bunch had 16, 12 of those in the first half. Connor Lane rounds out with 10 off of the bench. So with the victory, UPIKE goes to 16-5, 14-3 in AAC play. KCU falls to 5-14, 3-12 in conference play. Knights will go on the road for 2 games. They'll be back home on February the 3rd. They've got 4 games at home in the month of February, the final 7 that they play, with the last game on the 17th of February. Hat tip to our crew tonight, Felicia Carr, executive producer, Cam Bryan, our camera operator. Big thanks to all the great folks here with KCU, David Manning, the athletic director, Coach Pack with the men's basketball team, the great folks with UPIKE, our good buddy Rick Bentley down there, the sports information officer with UPIKE. He sent me some information for the game, got me some rosters, pronunciation guides, all that good stuff, sent me some tidbits through the game as well. And a coach, my good buddy, Coach Corey Phipps, did a pregame or a halftime interview, with the women's game. But it was great to catch up with some of our friendly faithful here with UPIKE that we know all too well, and some of the local kids from the area. Corbin Spencer from Elliott County had an ACL injury. Got to talk to him a little bit before the game. Assistant coach Evan Faulkner with UPIKE, hadn't talked to him in several years, and just nice to catch up with some of those folks. But that's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, your final score, UPIKE 79, KCU 74 for Felicia Collier, Cam Bryan, all the great folks at the Kool Sports Network. I'm James Carr saying good night, and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for watching another KCU Knights basketball broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Kentucky Christian University basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.